What is up, guys? So it is Saturday, September 30th. I am back at Firefly, just to show you guys right there. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't. But yeah, so I went to Cherokee. I ended up winning $70. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film, but I did win $70. I was down at 40, came all the way back up to 370, and then I left because I had a lot of fun. I was there for like 4 hours, but today, we're at Firefly. I'm gonna film my second poker vlog. It was gonna be my third, but you cannot make people change their rules. So I'm gonna film and hopefully I run good and play well. So maybe I'll see my mom. I don't know. She lives in the area. She might come by. But anyways, I will see you guys on. They call it the poker table, but the felt is what they call the poker table. So I'll see you there. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the second poker vlog. I got Ace King of Clubs. It is the best hand you can get that's not a pocket pair. Is Ace King suited. Gives you I think it's a 3% chance better than just regular Ace King offsuit. But I 3-bet this. It's pretty standard to 3-bet Ace King hands. Just because you want to get all those like crazy like Jack 5 hands, just weird hands out. But a flop's gonna come, and with Queen 9-3 Rainbow, not too happy with the flop. I mean, I could get like a Jack 10 and then have the top straight, but I'm really just going to bet this with 2 overcards, especially for a backdoor club option. I think it's always good to keep betting if you have 2 overcards. So the flop comes with a king, so I have top pair, top kicker. I love this card, obviously. I think I'm going to have... he might have a king, but I feel like I have a better kicker. So whatever he bets, I'm going to call, and we're going to get down to the river. The river's going to end up being a 9, so there's it pairs the board with 9s, but I got kings and 9s, so even if he has, like, let's say Queen 3, it doesn't matter because I got the second pair. We're going to flip, and I'm going to win my first hand of the day, so always like starting off with a win. All right, guys, so we get to the next hand, 5-4 offsuit. And I know you're probably wondering, Goose, why are you playing this bullcrap? And the truth is, I don't really know. But I feel like getting in more pots, mixing it up a little bit is always good. So I think I'm going to limp in here with 5-4. There may have been a small bet before, but I don't really remember. But it doesn't matter. The flop's going to be 6-4-3. I got an open-ended straight plus a pair. I have the 5, so I feel good about that. But we're going to get down to a flop. And then it's going to be an 8, so kind of a brick. Higher straights are going to get there. I think that I initially called the first bet after the flop, so the turn came, and I'm pretty sure I checked. I don't see me betting out any, so maybe 100. So I got a call for 100, so I do remember that actually, because, I still do have a chance at a straight. But we're going to get down to, he's going to make a fold, and he's going to put in a pretty large bet, and I think I called this, or he called me. I think it was 200, but it doesn't matter. Brick comes. So at this point, all I have is 4s. I really, really think that we just went to check. And with that Jack, I don't think he's got any in his range. There might be a whole lot more in mine, so I'm pretty sure we just check around. I show the pair of 4s, and somehow I'm good with a pair of 4s. He ends up folding his cards, and... yeah, I was opening a straight draw, and I got real lucky. He probably had ace king, to be honest with you. Or like, king, queen, and it just didn't get there. But 4s were good enough, and this is going to be big. All right, guys, so it is my second ace king hand of the night, offsuit. And I'm the big blind. The blinds are 150 at this point. And to mix it up and really throw people off, I think it's sometimes kind of smart to limp in because I could have any assortment of hands. But in this case, I have one of the strongest hands in the game. It's offsuit, sure, but it's definitely a very strong hand. So yeah, I'm going to limp in. And as long as I get an ace or a king, I'm pretty much destined to win this pot. And that's exactly what happens. A king comes on the flop. I've been getting called a lot for bluffs, so I'm hoping someone calls. I bet 200, and both people fold, and I win this pot. No being sneaky here. All right, guys, so this is my third hand. I have Jack 9 offsuit, or sorry, fourth hand, Jack 9 offsuit. I love this hand. It has multiple ways to a straight. But the thing about these hands right here is they're really good for calling. I would never 3-bet them. And I definitely wouldn't call a 3-bet. But thankfully, we can limp in. And if the flop's good, I'm going to keep betting. And the flop is not good. It's 7-2 ace. There is a scare card. There's no way I'm getting a straight unless I go runner, runner, possibly. Maybe like 8-10 would help me out. But that's definitely not what comes. The turn is going to be another ace. So at this point, any bet, I'm going to fold. And the guy to my right is definitely going to lead out and bet. Pretty easy decision for me. I'm going to fold this hand. All right, my next hand is 7-8 offsuit. You know I love these hands. Probably shouldn't bet them. I'm pretty sure like the book says not, and I say the book like what you're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure the book says not to bet these kind of hands or play them, but I'm going to call. I love 7-8. You know, I could get a straight depending on the flop. And luckily for me, you know, with this hand, I actually think I get a pretty good flop if I don't forget. And it looks like with the flop, it ends up being 6-5-5. So that's perfect for me. I'm open-ended to a straight. And though there's 2 5s, that leaves someone with a 5 to possibly stay in. Or people could think I have a 5. So I'm going to bet. And believe it or not, no one plays and everyone folds and I win that hand. All right, guys, so the hand of the night, 5-8 of spades. One of my favorite hands is suited connectors. And, you know, if I get a good flop here, I'm more than likely going to win. However, obviously, if I don't hit anything, it's a throwaway and I lose all my money. But we're playing Texas Hold'em, so you definitely have to gamble a little bit. I bet, and Gene's going to call. Gene's the guy across from me in the blue shirt. He's a really cool guy. So, Gene, if you're hearing this, you're a cool dude. And we get in this hand, and 4-6-2, so I'm one away from the straight. I just need a 7, and I hit the straight. I've got a pretty good hand so far. Backdoor spades, I could get straights, and believe it or not, the best card for me hits when a 7 of spades, completing my straight, gets there. So I'm like literally going wild here. I got the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got the nuts. I've got the best hand possible. I got 2 spades in my hand. He could be waiting on a flush. I don't think so. I bet for 200. I don't want to scare him off. And Gene ends up making the call. I don't know what he has. He might have like 6s or something. I kind of wish he did. He may have, but then not a good card for me comes Jack of Spades, gives me a flush, but that's going to scare him away if he doesn't have any spades in his hand. I bet 600. He folds. Really good fold, Gene. I would have had you that time. All right, guys, so now to one of my other favorite hands, Ace-Jack. Ace-Jack is very sneaky because it's, you know, the top card in the deck, and then a really good card for connecting straights. I'm going to 3-bet this to 600, and to my surprise, I actually get a call. So the gentleman on my left, I've played before. He's the guy that I beat with a full house last week. He's a good player. He's saying that he's going to mix up his game. I don't know what he has. He's already bluffed me once, and then he's already beat me once. So he's just a good player in general. So with Ace-Jack, I feel pretty confident. And that is until, you know, or I'm still confident, sorry. 10-5-6 comes. I got 2 overcards, but obviously he could have anything. I don't know what he's playing, but I do remember this hand vividly because it's going to be the turn card is when I lose a little bit of that confidence. But yeah, I'm going to play no matter what he bets. And if I remember correctly, yep, I'm going to give a call 600, and the queen comes. You know I hate that because he's more than likely to have more queens with him. I don't have any in my hand. I have an ace, sure, but unless I get an ace, I'm probably losing. But I don't think I'm just going to fold. I'm going to do a small bet, and he calls. So we're going to get down to a river, and I'm really looking for an ace because then I'd feel much better. But yes, I know, unfortunately, unfortunately, I hit a jack. So I have the second pair with top kicker, but I don't think he's going to have a jack because he was betting pretty heavily. I think he's probably got a pocket pair. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be probably tens, the fact that he kept betting 600 or 200, whatever. And I bet my 400. He's going to bet 1,600 and puts me in a tough spot. I think about calling, but he could have anything. I put him on trips or 2 pair, probably queen 10. But I'm going to find the fold, and he's going to win. All right, guys, so I'll make it quick. I'll go ahead and just tell you, this is about 30 minutes after I was getting beat bad. I wake up with pocket kings. Such a crazy hand. And of course, we're in the bigger blinds. I'm going to try to get all my money in there with pocket kings. If aces beats me, so be it. But I'm going to bet out for, if I don't forget, I believe I bet out. I think about it. I bet out, 2,200. And everyone's going to fold. That's extremely strong. But believe it or not, I'm going to end up getting action. So a lady to my right is going to go all in. And you'll watch, I'm going to pull some of my chips back. I think she had about 1,800. I didn't intentionally try to isolate her. That's just kind of what happened. But she must have had a decent hand. And I'm a little bit nervous. But like I said, nothing really beats kings except aces. So I'm going to get a caller. And, you know, I'm excited to put in these show my hand because I've been getting beat pretty bad. And I think she ends up having 2,000 in total. And I flip my kings, and I'm actually going to show this live as it happens now.
Oh man, am I filming this? No. Are you good today? In the morning. Oh. I sold about 1.5. Alright. Yes, you.
Short stack. Did a little bit better. Played awful. Got lucky with some kings and some aces. And some all-ins. So, probably about to lose. But that's okay. So, actually, guys, I don't lose. Right then and there. I actually make it to the final table. And I get queen 10. You know, I love those hands. But I'm a short stack at a big table. I have like 21,000. And people all around me are in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So, I really have to be smart. I'm kind of an idiot. I should have gone all in to give myself a chance. But because I limp in, I'm going to get punished when the guy to my left goes all in. And he's a really, really good player. I haven't played with him much, but he just seems to always have it. So I look at my hands one last time. I think about it, and then I just fold it. So guys, I had to fold a really good hand last time. I didn't want to. So this time, I'm not gonna take the guesswork out of this. And you know what? If I lose, I lose. But I end up going all in, ripping my stack for about 18,000, I believe. I got ace-5 suited, so I'm looking for a flush. And I flip over my hand. I'm going to take this live and show you.
You screwed it on the diamonds.
Hey, bud, you're eligible for the straight flush promotion.
Oh, oh my god.
And they hit. Jeez, almost a straight flush.
That's just wrong.
So yeah, guys, I got the nut flush that time. I get the ace of diamonds again. And you know what I'm doing. At this point, there's 5 people left. The only way I'm going to win is making moves. So I rip my whole stack in. Ace-Jack's a really good hand. At this point, like I said, if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. And with Ace-Jack, I feel pretty good. That gives me one of the top cards in the deck. Everyone's going to fold except for the lady to my left. She's actually going to call. So I'm a little bit nervous here, obviously, because I'm all in. She covers me. But I feel pretty good. I flip over the Ace-Jack, and I'll show you live what happens.
All right. Here we go. Wow, this is 7.
God, please give me jack or an ace.
Flush.
Oh, nice.
What is up, guys? So just finished up. It is 8:10 at night. I'm not even gonna lie. If you looked at my earlier hands, I didn't really take any notes for the final table, and I took minimal notes throughout the night. It was just so crazy. That's where. So I will try to. I think I have most of my hands that are like on the live stream that I can go back and watch and figure it out. It was crazy though. I got bluffed a couple times. I didn't really get as many bluffs in because I really didn't have the chip stack that I wanted, but I made top 5. Oh my gosh, out of 41 players. Crazy. 41, I think. So it was 41 people. It was a really big party, a big group of people, and I made top 5, so I'm pretty happy about that. I could have played a little bit better at certain points, but I was a short stack going into the final table, and there was 9 people, and I ended up making 5, so cannot be disappointed in that. Really, I would say I played awful, and I still made top 5, so awful for me isn't too bad. I made some good hands, made some good folds, really got lucky at key points, went all in like 3 or 4 times, and you will see that over the video, but I had a great time. I always do. Anyways, guys, much love for the support. Thank you for liking the previous video. I'm going to do my best getting the notes down, and I do remember a lot of key hands. Anyways, much love, guys. Peace out.